guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are doing a travel story time, and before we get started with this video, I want you guys to like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications for all my newest videos, not just for my channel but to all these wonderful YouTubers that I'm subscribed to. You guys subscribe to their channels in 5 seconds and give this video a like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you guys didn't do that, go show these wonderful YouTubers some love and support. Tell them Marisol M, when you're on the community page, tell them that Marisol M on YouTube said to go check out your guys' channels and to show them some love and support. And anyways, let's get started with this story time. So, this story time is going to be the first time that I traveled, which was in 2017 that I ever got on an airplane, been to the airport, and had an awesome vacation. And yeah, so it was the summer of 2017, like it was June. So one day, so it was June 12th, I believe it was. Yeah, June 12th of 2017 it was that I was at school just for like a couple of hours because I was almost about to get on an airplane the next day. So when I arrived at school, one of my best friends, who we grew up with each other since our sisters were friends at the time, like our older sisters were friends, and we became friends the day that we met at park when we were both younger, and that's how we both knew each other. So we were at school, we were like, I hope you have a really good vacation. We were like, let's just have a good day, bestie, like what best friends do. And we were having a good day. So by the time now, so I'm going to skip a little forward. So now during the day, it was the middle of the afternoon. So it was like, I forgot what time it was. So it was like the middle of the afternoon now, which I forgot what time it was. But we had just gotten up. We got upstairs to our math class, which was like the last class that we would have before like 2:45 to go home. So we decided to take a picture. We took a picture on that day, and after the picture, we got started with some math work, doing some math work, and that's what we did. And we were writing each other letters. So after like we did some math work, we were writing each other letters. So she was writing me a letter, and when I got it, I took it home with me because I was like, I want to read this at home. And I wrote her a letter, and I forgot what my letter had said to her, but she wrote me a letter. So she's like, I really hope you have a really fun time on your vacation. I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss you so much, bestie. And she was like, see you in September when summer's over and it's time to be in school. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I had gone home. By the time I got home, I forgot what time it was, but I finally had a chance to look at the letter. I had the letter in my hands, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna open this letter and read it. And it said, Dear Marisol, you are very good at drawing flowers, which at the time I was like very good at drawing flowers. I would just go like little by little to draw flowers. And she wrote that she's very good at like coloring in, which she is actually pretty good at coloring. And also said, sorry guys, it just has me like a little like emotional because like we were besties, and she still has a place in my heart. But the next thing she had said in the letter was we are always besties, and we always used to say to each other, and we don't say this to each other anymore. We always used to say this to each other, which was I'm trying to remember what we used to say to each other. Sometimes we would say, or most of the time we would say, I'll always be there for you, like we'll always be there for one another. And we had always been there for one another, and she is really awesome. She's like a rock star to me, and I hope she's watching this video, because this video, like filming this video, has made some memories come back, and you know, she's really awesome. And yeah, so once I read her letter, at the end of her letter it said Gigi, and it said Gigi and MG are besties. It said to Marisol from Europea, from your best friend Gigi, which shout out to you if you're watching this, because you're literally one of my best friends, and you've known me the longest out of a lot of people that have known me, and you're awesome. Thank you so much for being able to be one of my best friends for the longest time. Literally, I want to think that we had awesome times together. You're like a rock star to me, and shout out to you if you're watching this, because the story time was not easy to tell, and I really hope you can watch this to one of my old best friends. Sorry guys, it's just it's kind of emotional for me to like film, because like I really miss her a lot, but I have to keep moving forward. And once I finished reading the letter, so once I read the letter, I was like in my mind, oh my goodness, this is still a sign that we're still best friends no matter what. Like we're always like, we're best friends no matter what. And that is how it was before things changed, because like now we don't talk anymore. We saw each other before, like it was like a month ago. I forgot how many months ago now it is that I saw her, and we just said hi to each other, said how are you, because we go to different schools now. And she was like, how's school for you? I was like, it's pretty okay, it's not that great. She was like, I gotta keep going by, which I really miss her, but you know, sometimes when you lose a friend, when you have one of your closest friends that you basically grew up with, you have to keep going for them. And I'm really happy that I got the chance to meet her, and that we had some awesome times. And after I read the letter, so sorry for like crying a little bit or tearing up. It's just, this is kind of a little emotional, but I'm trying to get this video done. So once I read that letter, it made me want to cry. So when I read that letter, I was like crying a little bit, and I was like, okay, I need to double check my suitcase to make sure I'm all packed. So I was like, okay, how about if I just text her before I go to bed? So at the time, we were both inseparable. So we were like two peas in a pod since the first day that we met, which I'll never forget that feeling and that day. And I was like, we were both like texting for like probably about an hour before I went to bed, because I need to go to bed at a good time, so that way at like the time I need to get to the airport with my family to go on this vacation. So yeah, we both said good night to each other through messages. Like when we were texting, we said good night, we'll talk pretty soon. And next morning, so I woke up at like 12 a.m. because you know when you're traveling, you have to have a time to wake up and get to the airport. So I woke up at like 12, and my sister, shout out to my sister, Kat, if you're watching this, you're awesome. You're like a rock star to me, and stay awesome, Kat. Alright, so my sister had to come over, and it was still like early in the morning, but my sister was here, and she was gonna help me and my dad and grandma get to the airport. So my sister was like, hey, do you want to take this letter? No, it wasn't my sister. So I was like to my sister when I had woke up, I was like almost about to put my luggage, like bring my luggage downstairs, like my heavy suitcase. But I was like to my sister, hey, can I bring this letter with me on the plane to read this from my best friend at the time? And she was like, how about you leave it here because you don't want to lose it. So that's what I did. Sorry guys, it's just my seasonal allergies, but I left that letter here at home, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to my best friend after a good vacation. And so now we're gonna skip a little forward. So now, by this time now, it's probably like it's not even like 1 in the morning. It's like probably 3 in the morning because we had to wait at the airport to like do check-in and security stuff. So it was like probably like 3 in the morning now, and we were at the airport just chilling, just like waiting for the flight to depart, which I love being on an airplane, being able to just listen to music and just be on a good airplane to like fall asleep a little bit. So we were just on the airplane. One thing I didn't do on my first time traveling, which was having some gum or mints like on the plane. So I didn't have anything on the plane, and I felt the pressure of the plane. Like when I got off the first flight, the pressure of the plane was like making it hard for me to talk. So just walked it out and just see how I felt. Eventually started feeling much better, and by the time it was time for the second flight, so now it was time for the second flight, which was going to take us to where my dad and grandma and me were traveling for the summer until like August 3rd. We were going to be coming back home. So I'm on the second flight, and I had some gum at the time before I got my braces. I had some gum on the plane, listened to music, just until we were at our destination. And that is like, once we arrived to where we were going on vacation, where my dad's from, we were at the airport, and at this airport, they have like some shops, and they have like a milkshake place or smoothie place, whatever you call it. And I got a milkshake, and it was like cookies and cream milkshake. It was pretty good, not like the best one I've had. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give that cookies and cream milkshake probably like a 7 or an 8 out of 10, just because like it was pretty good. But I would have had like Starbucks. Like now I love Starbucks. I love the pink drink from Starbucks. Like pink drink from Starbucks is literally my go-to order, especially when I go to Starbucks and I order it myself. Like the pink drink is just so good. That's a really good drink. If you guys have never tried the pink drink, go try it yourself. Or if you're not a pink drink fan, how about you try a frappuccino? But anyways, so back to story time. The story time is almost over, but I had tried that milkshake. I was just checking my phone, seeing what time it was. It was probably like around 12 in the afternoon by now, and I was like a little tired still. I was still kind of sleepy from the airplane because I had to wait around a lot, but I had my own suitcase, so just waiting to be picked up. And actually had a pretty good vacation, and that vacation I would say was like a 7 out of 10 because like it was pretty fun. And yeah, that was my first time traveling. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time, and please make sure to go subscribe to all these wonderful YouTubers. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!